Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of the Cheese compilation in StarCraft 2. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Didn't get enough replays for the Cheese compilation for December 2024. I've been saving them. I've been saving up for a Cheese compilation. Finally, I have enough. So this is the deal. If I get enough replays for another Cheese compilation at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Cheese, I will do another Cheese compilation. Whether that's monthly or, I don't know, every 6 months or so, we will do Cheese. So, top right of the ley lines for game number 1, we have a red Terran, and bottom left, it is GLHF. I think I recognize GLHF here. He's the blue Zerg player, man. Going hatch first here on ley lines at 17 supply. Maybe not. An extractor. Okay, extractor first at 17. Interesting build order here. We've got ourselves a walling off with a barracks for ahahahaha. I think I'll just call him Aha now. And at the end, towards the end, we will have some Evo cheese. It's time-stamped, so you know when the Evo cheese is coming up if you're not interested in it. Extractor pool opening here on one base from GLHF. And maybe it's going to be a Baneling bust of some kind here. We've got gas coming up. We've got barracks finishing up at the top of the ramp here. Got an SCV scouting out at a good time to see if it's a hatch first or a pool first play here. It was an extractor first play, but pool before hatch is a warning sign for Terran, man. So we've got a Reaper on the way and not a Marine. So the Reaper can hold off a lot of slow lings, man. So scouting the late hatch here is Aha. He's attacking it. Double gas. So I don't feel like it's going to be speedlings here, or else there would be metabolic boost on the way already. So a Roachwarren needs to come down. And look, he gets a full scout, 2 gas. The spawning pool not wriggling here. So this is going to be a Roach Rush or a Ravager Rush of some kind. And full scout again here. So maybe throw down a tank. Got a factory coming up. Command center inside the main base, which is the safe place to do it here. The Reaper again can kill so many slow lings, especially if they're off creep. He's got 2 kills for this Reaper. A lair on the way. No Roachwarren. No speed. And another full scout here for our guy Aha. Says, what are we doing? No Baneling nest, no speed, no Roachwarren, a lair? Is it going to be fast Mutalisks of some kind, Mr. GLHF? I do not know. So it's a 1-1-1 with a command center here from Aha. Starport coming in. Hellions. He's just treating this like a normal TvZ here, man. Expanding, making Hellions, harassing, scouting. And this lair, I guess Nidus? Is this a Nidus, or is this... You have a infestation pit, so swarm hosts from GLHF at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, throwing down the infestation pit. And a Nidus? Ah, okay. So I've done this build. I have done this build so many times in 1v1, man. And against Terran, it is so bad. These Hellions roast up locusts like no other, dude. And, okay, so look. Scouts the Nidus. And he sees it. He sees the infestation pit. So this should be an easy hold here from Aha. Ba-bow! Ba-bow! Sacrificing all of his Hellions to the altar of trying to get drones down. 9 drones killed. 10 drones killed. 11 drones killed in exchange for 4 Hellions and a Reaper. So look, there we go. Nidus Worm coming up. Banshee being started here. You can't kill the worms with workers anymore, man. And what is inside? We've got Queens. Transfuse. Oh, okay. So not transfusing the Nidus here. Another Nidus Worm coming up. The second Nidus Worm. And wow, killing a queen with SCVs? Alright, fair enough, I guess. Nidus Swarm popping out, and here are the Swarm hosts, man. And launching them, and then trying to get back in. No! Hurry, Swarm host, defend. Well, Locust, defend the Swarm hosts here. We've got a Creep Tumor inside the main base. Junking down, and there we go. Throwing down a barracks here. Another Nidus here. This Banshee can clean this up, I pretty much think, all by herself here. And run. Run. Take down. Take that Creep Tumor down. Take it down, man. I know you're focused on these Swarm hosts, man, but this Creep Tumor represents, oh boy, so much vision and so much speed. How many Swarm hosts are there? 3. 3 Swarm hosts. 2 have been killed. The 11 drones that went down are severely limiting the amount of Swarm hosts that can be made here, and that is the 3rd Nidus to go down inside Aha's base, man. Alright, so 9 workers to 19 here in favor of the Zerg player. 6 army to 9 army. And throwing up spores to help with these Banshees. And there we go, throwing up another Nidus Worm. What do we have to deal with it? 1 Banshee. A Raven is being made. And again, you know you can't kill this with workers, man. You know you can't. Oh my gosh. All right, so workers, hey, handily lining up to be killed by Swarm hosts. Run. Run. 30 to 11 workers at this point, man. Force a liftoff. Force a liftoff of this command center. It can't land because there is creep here. Banshee coming in, attacking a Spore Crawler, and being killed by said Spore Crawler. I know your attention is divided here, Aha, but oh my gosh. All right, so let's see, 12 workers to 30. Long distance mining for some reason. Why? Just mine here. Just mine here. Another night. Hellions and SCVs cannot take it down. There was a time when you could, but no. So, but he got it close enough. Close enough to where GLHF did not want his Swarm host to be in danger of not being able to evacuate here. A Nidus Swarm here. 2 Hellions again, not enough to take it down before it erupts. And 3 Swarm hosts. 3 here from GLHF. Taking down the Hellions. Alright, so force a liftoff or kill. Force a liftoff. Locusts. Auto turret taking down a Nidus. That's not something you see every single day. And killing the orbital with locusts. How many times have you seen that, man? Another Nidus coming up inside the natural base here. This looks like a Zerg main at this point for our guy Aha. Killing creep tumors with the help of the Raven. Yes, that's a good idea, man, but again, 3 Swarm hosts. We've got Hydralisk range showing up. No micro. No micro. Okay, so there's the micro. And trying to take down yet another orbital command. Oh, he lifts it. He can't land it because of the creep. Because of the creep. 1 queen laying down a creep tumor, getting surrounded. No, not getting surrounded. Getting pinned against the wall. Citizens arrest here, man. Oh, man. Surrounding the Nidus so that... Oh, there we go. So Swarm host cannot get back in, but he did. He slipped in there, and 0 income. 0 income here for our guy. Ahahaha. It's over. This game is over, dude. We've got 38 workers here from GLHF. Making Hydralisks with speed, with range. Making queens. Hydralisks and queens and Swarm host. GG, says ahahaha. And that's it, man. GLHF is your victor. Holy crappenzola. What an absolutely disgusting showing there by glhf. The man went to a swarm host, didn't make more than 5 swarm hosts today. For the most of the game, it was 3. 3 swarm hosts on the map. Absolutely insane stuff. And the name of this replay was He Scouted It. Because he did. He scouted the whole darn thing. He knew. He knew it was swarm host Nidus. Somehow he had Hellions and a Banshee and not enough to really deal with it. If he'd been pumping Marines here, I think this goes a lot better for him. Get Stim, get a siege tank out. That would help too. But he tried to do it with 1 Banshee, which then he flew across the map and got killed by a Spore immediately. But dude, the number, this is 8 Nidus Swarms down in 9 minutes. 8 dead in 9 minutes. Resources lost 4,600 for ahahahahaha. glhf 2,900. Workers killed 25. 11 on the Zerg side of things. And an orbital killed by locusts. Enough said. That's it. Enough said. So that's game 1, folks. Is it going to get better from here? I don't know. That was pretty darn entertaining. So let's go to game number 2. MackWinston and Enrage on ley lines. Bottom left, Enrage. Top right, it is MackWinston. The rules for the cheese compilation are 7 minutes or less. Unless it is consistent action past that. I think that qualified for game number 1. Also, no worker rushes, because worker rushes are really, really done a lot in the cheese compilation, unless something's let's just say unless it's a new wrinkle of some kind. And again, the higher the cheese, the more chance of being cast here. If you're GM, bam, cheese cast. If you are bronze, a lower chance there, and in between, you know how that works. So we've got ourselves a forge here for MackWinston, cannon rushing our guy Enrage, hoping possibly to enrage him here today. That's what we're looking at, folks, is an enragery. Hatch first and is Enrage, and I think we've seen MackWinston do this. If you watch the MackWinston Patreon cast that I've been posting, the most recent one started with him doing this in gosh darn exact thing. Throwing a pylon up here, getting cannons up in this area, a cannon nestled in here, a gateway there for the wall off. The Overlord sees it. The Overlord totally sees this. See, there's the gate, and then you slip around back here, and you get a cannon. Once you have enough cash for it, and he does. Oh, he puts it out here instead. Interesting. And then pylon here. Maybe pylon here to help wall off. Yeah, Mack's done this on this map a couple times. I can tell you that much. Is one heck of a PvZ that he submitted for the Patreon cast of the week. Again, if you're a patron of mine at patreon.com/falconpaladin for $10 a month, tier 3, you can send me 1 replay a month, and I'll post it on the channel like Max. And they're always very good. They are never disappointing. Very crazy stuff. So finally, the drones come down. I feel like it's too late, dude. Like what? I mean, I guess... Oh my gosh. Chasing... No. All right. Well, we got to cancel on the hatch. These guys are... What is this like? 11 drones chasing that probe? He could have... Oh, man. I think he could have killed that cannon. Possibly 3 drones on the outside, maybe 4. Maybe you'd lose some to this shot. I don't know how well placed that is by Mack, but dude, getting a base all the way over here is Enrage because the probes were blocking the attempt to expand here. So he went down this way. He's okay. He's not raging as far as we can tell. He's not raging into the keyboard at the very least. So man, a cannon rush versus a Zerg. We don't get this very much on the channel. We don't get this very much in StarCraft in general, especially at the pro level. So thanks, Mack, for sending this one in. Is it going to work? I don't know. Mack sends in losses. He cheeses a lot on the ladder. Sometimes under his MackWinston account. Sometimes under his fromage account, which means cheese in French. Okay. Enrage decides to take the natural base of MackWinston. Sure, man. Let's see how that works out for you. I mean... Like 1 cannon here probably shuts that whole thing down. He's getting away with this, although it's getting countered. A Zealot from the gateway inside the Zerg player's natural base wanders over, starts hacking away at this second base of Enrages. He's getting a lair. I don't know if he wants to go maybe Hydra, maybe Ravager. We talked about Roach Ravager in the last game. Didn't happen. Oh, I don't know that we need... Oh my gosh. Keeping that Zealot close to the geyser so that the drone couldn't turn itself into an extractor is a genius move. Mack's done this before. Shield batteries coming up. Let's get some Stalkers into this mix. Why not? Dude, he doesn't... There's nothing. There's no army for Enrage. He has a queen. Walk up there with 2 Zealots. You probably win. Like, 2 Zealots and a Stalker is probably overkill at this point. So here they come. Just trying to drone up. And, yeah, Zealot in your mineral line. They're going to... Oh, my gosh. They're going to surround and fight. I mean, the Queen providing a little extra DPS out there, which is nice. And they are going to kill the Zealots, but several drones have gone down so far today. 8 of them have died. Stalker pokes on to be like, what's up? What is up? I'm just going to kill as many of these drones as I can. Maybe don't want to fight against the Stalker directly. I suppose not so much. And bam. Bam. Ooh, 2 Stalkers and Immortal. Okay, so this is probably it then, yeah? It's going Nidus. He's producing 10 Lings. I kind of like it. They do have speed, which is nice, but this is probably... I don't know. Ooh, getting a surround on the Immortal is so good. Recall it out of there. No, it barely recalls out of there to live. No hit points, man. 14 hit points is not enough. Look at this. He's mining. Does Mack know? He knows about it because now he does. He sends there's Immortal that he recalled. Sends that down there. Ling's on the run by. Sniping a probe on the run by. Out. To fight up this way. This is getting a little bit chaotic. There's a Hydralisk stand over there for Enrage. He's got the Nidus. Nothing in said Nidus. And who needs a Nidus when you can run your Lings across the map anyway? Quick. Wall off. The Lings did a run by. They're on their way. Oh. Okay, just in the nick of time there. So Enrage, 18 workers, 32 to MackWinston. Getting a spine. I'd honestly consider getting a sport. He put all of his drones into the Nidus. He's going to try to Nidus like right here. Does Mack have sufficient vision? Man, the assimilators provide an absolute crap ton of vision. Look at these guys. I don't think there's enough room to sneak that in there. Mortals come down, and the Stalkers sniping down a single Queen, and losing the Immortal, though. Not the greatest micro I've ever seen. That's okay. Doesn't have to be the greatest micro of all time, does it? No, it never does. It definitely never, ever does. So, what do we got, man? What do we got here? Anything else? What's your follow-up? Where's this Nidus worm going to happen? You're keeping all of your... Okay, your drones actually came out of the Nidus. Good. I was going to say, you're keeping all of your dudes inside the Nidus. These Lings and Hydras are kind of crushing these Stalkers, though. Hold your horses. Enrage is kind of getting back into this thing. Hydras alone could be pretty great. They're amazing against cannons. They're really good against buildings in general. This is extremely scrap-tastic here. So Nidus comes up for Enrage inside the natural base of MackWinston, which isn't as crazy as it sounds because Enrage owns the natural base of MackWinston. Stalker Immortal pushing in. Another Queen probably going to die. Nidus erupts. Mack, does he freak out? Yeah, he recalls. He's like, wait! Is there a Nidus in my main? Get it! Get it! Where is it? Where is it? Nowhere. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. I mean, there's creep inside the main base, which is never great, but that's not from a Nidus. That's just from creep from your natural base. Ha 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 ha. This is not enough Hydras or Queens to handle this, sir. Enrage. He's trying to drone up there and then get into the Hydras, but he might have made a mistake. It is so critical to know as a Zerg player when you can drone up and when you have to make stuff. This was a make stuff moment, and he droned up crazy hard. And now he's going to lose an Immortal 2 drones. Incredible stuff. Group of Hydras do pop out here. This is an incredible cheesy game. Mack probably sent this to me in December, and I haven't, you know, we haven't gotten enough replays to warrant a cheese comp until April. So sorry, Mack. Maybe this is new to you too. Maybe you forgot what happened in this game. It's a good one. Okay. So yeah, not enough Hydras. Look, a Hydras in number will crush Stalkers unless they're being blinked. There you go. There's the GG. Unless they're being blink microed by somebody like Hero, which they were not. So GG, man. That was crazy. Not often Zerg takes your natural base and you come out on top. But Stalkers and Immortals getting the work done there, denying the natural base of the Zerg was great. Forced to cancel down here, too, was fantastic. Technically, it was 2 base to 2 base, but again, I think if he just makes like 8 or 10 Hydras and then drones up behind it, he can handle that earlier push that comes down, drone up behind it, and then maybe this continues. But as it stands, no. Not so much. 3,600 resources lost for Enrage, 2,700 for Mack. Mack lost 7 Stalkers and 3 Immortals. 31 drones died. 31 in 8 minutes is way too many. And then this early drone pull where he brought the drones down and just to chase a probe around, not kill it, and then lose a few of these cannons that he didn't even try to attack. So not a great opening from Enrage, and it's hard to win a game like this when your opening is that poor. So GG, Mack gets the win on a ley lines. Good job by him. More cheese coming. Can you believe it? Hey, look, it's 4v4 cheese on Concord, the latter edition. What the heck's team top side? It's Falcon Paladin. Next door is a blue Terran player. It is Stone. We also have a purple Zerg, Somicron, and then finally a blue Terran. It's that guy. Also known as Happy. He is a subscriber of mine, mostly watches Brood War, but he does play some StarCraft 2 as well. This was streamed here on this channel on a Friday night as a live stream where we play 3v3s and sometimes 4v4s if some people want to join in, and a lot of people wanted to join in last Friday. So if you want to play with Falcon, watch the live stream. It's also at twitch.tv/FalconPaladin if you're more of a Twitch live viewer. So, Team South, that is a green Protoss. Green Terran is TvZ. We have an orange Protoss here, Submittens. A yellow Protoss, Don Aguayo. A pink Terran, Link. So it's 4v4 shenanigans here. We're walling off this front. This is Concord. This is a map, I think it's a mono battle map that's been used for many, many years, but also good for 4v4s as well. Hatch first and is me. Down here, so far away is my natural base. I'm not happy about it. And dealing with it that way is Somicron, who already has an extractor and a pool done. So the nice thing about this map is that you wall off here, and that's it. This base is free. This base is free. These 2 back bases are free. Everybody gets 2 bases for free, as long as you're defending adequately at this front, at least until, you know, Niduses show up or drops or whatnot. But for a while, you're good to go. Now, I don't know that these guys know that. They are walling off the top of the ramp here and here, because there are 2 ramps leading in, but you can save time just by walling off here on Concord. It's okay. But anyway, they are walling off fairly well, which is always good to see. If there's 2 Zergs on the other team, even if there's 1 Zerg on the other team, walling off in your Protoss and Terran and stuff is going to be just a fine idea. So what do we got? These herolings moving out. There are exactly, let's count real quick, 8 of them on the map. 6 of them are moving across it here, as they would do. And that's a good wall. This is not a good wall. I appreciate you started walling. I appreciate that you have plans to wall. What I'm not happy about is that this doesn't appear to be a wall whatsoever. I'm like, can you lower the supply depot stone so I can get drones down here? And he does, because he's a nice teammate. And here we go. Lings are like, okay, let's check to see. Well, this is wide open, so that's cool. I think he A-moved in and was like, oh, right. Hackety hack, 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 hack. Did he not even... He didn't get through here, did I remember this game. He doesn't just let the supply depot die. TvZ, my dude. Oh my gosh, he just lets it die. Is there an air upgrade? Says Happy. No, that's going to be Warp Gate on the Cybercore. Because again, he's more of a Brood War player, but he doesn't know how to play StarCraft 2. So the Speedlings are in the house. You let your supply depot die. Now there's Lings in here. Yeah, Warp Gate prob, I say. And, oh my gosh, Smittens is lost his mittens. He's fighting against these Lings. You can usually do this, but for some reason it's going really poorly for the probes. Holy crap, how did he have the upgrade? No, he doesn't even have an armor upgrade or a carapace or an attack upgrade or anything. These Lings are just freaking hero Lings. 6 kills. 6 kills. TvZ's not even attacking with his SCVs. What is going on with him? He pulls them away. He's like, those Lings are hero Lings. More Lings are cruising in here. What the heck is even Falcon Paladin doing back home? He's getting a Spore Crawler. Okay, that's fantastic, I guess. This one pylon is powering both Warp Gates and the Cybercore. Oh my gosh, these guys are rallied. There's a siege tank up. It's getting hit by Zerglings at the same time. And, oh my gosh, can he get the tank? He gets the tank! He gets the tank. He's going after the tech lab. Smitten taps out. Don Aguayo and PvZ leave the game. And it's a rare thing to see, man. But Falcon, Stone, it's that guy, and Somicron wins solely on the back of Somicron. Just going extractor pool, sending some lings across the map, and winning with them. What I thought he would come through here for sure. I thought he would recognize that this was open and come through. But no, he had to take down a supply depot. Hope they didn't come to repair it, because that shuts this whole thing down. What am I even doing at this point? I'm going for double evolution chamber. I'm getting a lair, I guess. I've got a ton of workers. I'm at 35 drones right now. There are 35 workers from Stone as well. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't even remember what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter, because I'm back here macroing and teching and layering and evolution chambering. And the game is over before I needed any of that stuff. So good job, Somicron. Not often one player with lings can win a 4v4 by himself. But our guy Somicron pulled it off, dude. Ended up losing 23 Zerglings, and he had 11 at the end of the game. So he made exactly 34 lings, had 14 drones, and a queen. And that's all you need to win sometimes, even in team situations. GG. Well done, Somicron. All right, next up, Cheese. We're on Amygdala between TheSwiss and Amiaoghg. I don't know. Top right, it's going to be TheSwiss. He's playing some Zerg. And in the bottom left, it is Amiaoghg. I think I'm saying that right, but probably not. It's going to be a PvZ here on Amygdala, the map where it's a long scouting distance at the first. And then once these... wait a second. You cannot see them, right? Unless you go past. Yeah. Once the Zerg structures die, it is a straight shot, man. Especially if you take down these rocks from the bottom to the top right, or a vice versa. We've got an extractor pool opening here from TheSwiss. Looking good. What are we doing? Amiaoghg. Amiaoghg? Guhga? We're going to call him Amiaoghg, because that's what my brain wants to say with this dude. Oh, he's pyloning up here. That is hard to see on the mini-map. But he's just straight up going 2 gate as God and, I don't know, Showtime intended. Holy crap, 3 gate. TheSwiss is getting cheesed. That's what's fun, is you can send me replays where you're getting cheesed or you're cheesing. If it's interesting cheese and you lose, send it in anyway. Interesting cheese is very fun to cast and very fun to watch as well. So, 4 gate. 4 gate. Nothing but Zealot production here. Coming at ya. And dude's going Roach Warren. Oh my gosh. The hard counter to Zealots are Roaches. This is where Amiaoghg says, ah, crap. This is not a hatch first play at all. I guess I'll throw a pylon back here anyway. The Overlord's like, yeah, you go right ahead, man. I don't need the space for anything. Lings, check and... Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way. He does. He doesn't even... The problem is, this is a bad place for proxies because the Lings have to go all the way around here anyway to scout you. And they just might catch a glimpse of what you're doing if you put your gateways here. Dude, if they were right here instead, or like right over here, I don't think they get scouted. Oh my gosh. Spine getting tossed down. Back home from TheSwiss. Where the heck is he building a spine? Oh, just in the mineral line. Cool. In case he can't handle these Zealots, which he mostly can? No! That Zealot has 5 kills and 8 hit points. Cool. So, more Lings are in production. The spine is up. The Zealots are like, alright, good job. We got scouted, but we're hanging on. Hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Some Roaches at the top of the ramp here would be good, especially with a spine right behind them. That'd be excellent. The Lings are just taking Zealot hits as they're trying to finish off this one gateway. Okay, they got one of the gates, which means now, technically, the pylon's exposed, but I don't think you're taking it down. It is 16-6 army supply in favor of Amiaoghg right now. Overlord providing vision for you're not nightising, I can tell you that much. He might have been thinking about nightising, but now he doesn't have the money to get a lair. He needs Roaches, which he's got, and he needs a spine, which he's got. And I still think top of the ramp would be a good place for this. But with Sim City... Okay, here it is. Spine going ka-chunk. And then he recalls the Zealot's home because, like, 2 lings made it into his mineral line. No, dude, mistake. These probes could have killed 2 slow lings inside the... They could have killed 2 fast lings inside the mineral line. Oh, that was such a mistake. Now, the Swiss has so much more time to do stuff. Like, send roaches over here to your proxy and try to shut it the heck down. Problem is, for the Swiss, it's 1 base to 1 base, which is never great against a Protoss. Although if all they're making are slow Zealots, it actually could be worse. It's trying... Okay, here's the thing. You gotta deal with the Zealots, and then you can pop down the pylon. With good micro, you can do it. Oh my goodness. All of the Zealots are here now. Run! Good roach micro is not happening. Cool. I don't know, the Swiss. Maybe expand. It is so many Zealots, though. This is just like a ZvZ. Your enemy floods you with speedlings forever and ever and ever and ever. You need a wall off. And that's what you need here, too. So these, I mean, 0 kill roach, 0 kill roach. Hey, it's 16 to 17 workers right now. The 1 base with the 2 gas. What are you doing with your gas? Oh, he's got the cyber core now. I guess he's into stalkers, maybe. I mean, these roaches are buying so much time. So much time. Like 6 of these zealots just kind of wandered over here. I think the Swiss would die. Although he's got more roaches out on the map. He's coming in. Ooh, trying to get a Stargate up on 1 base as Amiaoghg. This is incredible stuff. Yeah, when you have 4 roaches, you can 3 volley down a zealot, which doesn't sound incredible, but it is. Taking down these pylons. Oh my gosh. Taking down the pylons. Got 1 pylon. Mission 2, 2nd pylon. Zealots coming to try to save the day. Everything does get depowered. Can they avenge the pylons? By killing all these roaches. They're trying to get out of here. They can't. So they're like, all right. They're doing what they can here. New pylon repowers 2 of the warp gates and the cyber core. Bam. Shield batteries all still depowered. 2nd pylon going to help with that problem. And it's a Stargate. Stargate on 1 base. That's what all the gas is for. A Void Ray probably would be the follow-up here, and it is in fact a Void Ray. Void Ray Zealot, 22 to 10 army supply. The Swiss is trying to make roaches, and a spire. He's throwing up a spire, folks. Come on, 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 Million. Zealots waiting for their friend, the Void Ray. I don't think they need to. I don't think so. What is even up here? There are 3 roaches, 4 roaches, and a spine. Another spine is coming in. The problem is the anti-hair is woefully thin. 1 Void Ray. If you can take down that queen as the Zealots, I think the Void Ray just kind of wins. There's a spore. Hang on. The Swiss is like, wait, what if something that flies shows up? It's a fair question, honestly. I would get in there. Okay, so he's going to help burn down the spine with prismatic alignment. Get the queen! Get the queen! Yo, alright. Queen down. Zealots hacking away on everything. I need you to help against the roaches now. What are you attacking? Are you attacking the spire? I think he might have been attacking the spire. I'm very confused. This is bad. I think the Swiss is dead. You know, the Swiss is one of those cool dudes that is not necessarily, you know, not unwilling to send in a loss. Not that this game is over, right? He saved a bunch of the drones, had to pull them off minerals for just a minute. But 1 base to 1 base is just abysmal for the Swiss. Dude, that... Pull the Void Ray back. Pull the Void Ray back. Okay, great job. Great job. Zealots running. I don't know where they're going with it. And Mutalisks. Mutalisks taking down the very injured Void Ray, going after extremely healthy Void Ray too. Oh, and the Swiss pulls it out by making mutas. There's nothing back home to defend against a mutas. He had the money to throw down a couple cannons if he wanted to. And like a cannon here, just start making stalkers. I think he was fine. But he's like, dude, my Void Rays are dead. I don't know how to follow up from that. Oh no, and then GG'd out. I think that's what happened. That was his thought process. Resources lost, 2,800 to 1,700. The Swiss losing fewer resources. 16 Zealots is a lot of Zealots. It's a lot of money. 2 Void Rays also pretty expensive. Good job. Good job, man. Good win. Thereby the Swiss. Love to see it. Maybe we'll see the Swiss in the next cheese compilation. Who knows? But hey, a lot of PvZ stuff in here. Had some Terran early. Got some more Terran coming. Let's see what it is. We're on Neon Violet Square. I think the players that played this, or at least the guy that submitted it, speaks Spanish, because in the replay name, it was Agora Mauve. So, south side, with a Brood War Nexus, it is Lightofday. And on the top side, we got a Terran player. It is Barcode. Barcoding it up here with the default Terran spinning portrait. Who's he trying to fool, man? Well, I guess he does have an average of 60 APMs, so maybe he is new. Lightofday, 34 APM right now. So who's going to cheese? Who's the cheeser? Who is the cheesy? That's always fun to try to figure out, especially in PvT, because there are a lot of options for PvT cheese, man. Gateway coming up inside the main base here from Lightofday. We've got a supply depot. And a barracks coming up inside the main base of our guy, a Barcode. So that's good. That's what I like to see when I'm out here in the PvT lands. Oh, and also, if you're watching this on the Brood War channel, hey, guess what? I didn't stop casting StarCraft 2. I'm out on my own StarCraft 2 channel now. Check it out, youtube.com/@falconpaladin SC2. Pretty good place to be. I'll put a link to it in the description here. If you're like, man, I thought Falcon stopped casting StarCraft 2 years ago. And it's like, I never did, man. I'm still out there. So check it out. We got Gas. Wonderful. So could be something like a Cyclone Rush here. Some Marines, some Cyclones. Could just be to get a fast Starport out. Some kind of a 1-1-1 really aggressive play from Barcode would work excellently, I believe, as well. So the question is, what are you going to do with the gas? You have the gas. What will you spend it on? It's a factory. Where? He snug a factory down here. Inside this little back third base of Neon Violet Square. It's an older map, but it's kind of newer to some players, I bet. So maybe you're not really used to checking. He is not going. You can't lift the factory and put it inside the main. I mean, that's going to get scouted. Lightofday will see that, probably. Sometimes players aren't exactly on top of their minimap awareness, says Falcon Paladin, caster extraordinaire. And then, oh, double cheese. Triple cheese. Wait, no, double cheese. We got a Stargate coming up on the other side of the map here for Lightofday. He is going to proxy some Void Rays with shield battery support into the Terran's base. Okay! This is what we like to see. Widow Mines. He's going to try to walk a Widow Mine in the front door of the Protoss player and just burrow it in his mineral line. He's certainly going to try. Let's see. The adventure of Wally, the Widow Mine. Are you kidding me right now? He's going to get away with this. Da-da-da-da. Trundling into the main base. Da-da-da-da. Oh, the probes see it. Oh, gosh. Oh, and they pulled away in time, too. Look, 2 kills sucks. You should really just have 1 there. But, you know what? At this level, I'm going to allow it. Lightofday is like, dude, you almost got me. You almost walked a freaking Widow Mine into my base and killed all of my workers. How embarrassing that would have been. But on the other side of it, there's literally nothing to deal with the Void Ray that shows up for Barcode. Because his factory's over here. He's making a Thor. He's like, you don't have anything. You have no cannons? He can't burrow this before that probe kills him, right? Nope. Friend helped just to make sure. So, Void Ray, belong. We're here now. SCVs heading across the map to repair the Thor. No. Just go up to the SCVs. Just go at... Why a supply depot? Alright. Well, you forced him to run anyway. Good job. These SCVs are running... fine. You supply block the Terran into next week. But he's got what he needs. He's making a Thor. He's got SCVs. He's going to repair it. The thing is, he doesn't have a lot of money with which to repair, which is going to be a problem for Barcode. Mules are awesome. Oh, he's not going to land it. Land it. Land it. Plink, 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 plink through the Plinko machine. Look at this. Look at this Thor. Thor is here. It's like that mission in the StarCraft campaign where Tychus is driving the Odin and just like, ka-chung, ka-chung, ka-chung. Ka-chung. Big guns, man. Big guns here. The problem is your repair capabilities are pretty terrible. Dude, Prisma... Oh my gosh, he got a second Thor out? Hold on a second. One Thor the Void Rays can handle. Two Thors. Dude, this... Okay, there's a prismatic alignment. And the Thor does die. But 1v1, dude, the range on the single target anti-air attack the Thor has. Ballistics payload, I forget what it's called. Lightoway is going to lose his main Nexus because he can't float it away like the Terran can. Dude, I think the Terran's going to win this just by virtue of being able to float your buildings, although Void Rays can hunt down floaty buildings pretty effectively. So this is going to come down to nobody has any money, nobody has any income. Can we kill these buildings? Can this Void Ray deal with a Thor with shield battery support? I think so. I do believe so, yes. Dude, finding mules are huge. You need to find where that orbital went. You recognize it's... Okay. Well, hang on. Two Void Rays are now out. With a third one, he can afford a third Void Ray? Holy crap, how? I guess he was floating a little bit of cash. So you can kill this Thor now. It's got 23 kills, and 2 Void Rays can kill it. We saw that. 3 Void Rays definitely can kill it. You need to wipe out that orbital like yesterday. You with the vision. This is what he's looking at. He's like, all right. You'll notice he's not being revealed because you haven't killed his orbital. Must keep that in mind. This has been one heck of a cheese comp. I'm really enjoying this. And pow, done. Okay, so he looks over here. He checks back here. Good man. Good man. Finally checking back here. And what? Barcode was able to mule enough money to throw up a command center in the top right. Are you kidding me? Hang on, hang on. Voider is going after the orbital, but the Thor is here. If he depowers all of these shield batteries, the Voider's like, wait. Come on. Fight it before that. Fight it. Fight it. Okay, okay. Where's the second Thor? There was a second Thor. Did he cancel the Thor to make... No. Wait. He canceled the second Thor... I thought he had another Thor producing. He did. He must have canceled it to have enough money to make a command center here. Which is probably the right move, all things considered. Dude, this is tighter than tight. Some sayings come to mind. I'm not going to use them here. This is a family-friendly channel, but... Yo, okay, look. Depowering every one of your shield batteries because you left them alone. Oh my gosh. Dude... Okay, so that thing's actively burning down. It's probably going to die, but let's just make sure. One last little love tap there. Okay, 3 Void Rays can take down a Thor, and then you have to find the command center. Okay, command center dies just to make positive that happened. 3 Void Rays, prismatic alignment, go. And repair is good. Oh my gosh. You can out-repair the damage of... prismatic aligned Void Rays against a Thor. 3 of them. Holy crap. This is a 28 kill Thor. Oh, he mocks him. So close, he says. He's going to lose. The Protoss is lost. The Odin Thor gets it done. Dude, the repair. GG. Terran fans everywhere cheering wildly. Holy crap, I can't believe it. I can't believe that he won. Dude, Odin Thor, 31 kills on that dude. Including probes, including Void Rays, including buildings. Killer stuff, dude. Yeah, I loved the walking a Widow Mine into the enemy's mineral line opening. Disgusting and hilarious. And then Thor production from there. And then managing to get this orbital landing back here and muling it up for enough money to expand and get enough money to repair this guy with. And the SCVs on the repair were also incredibly clutch. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Absolutely fantastic replay. Thanks for sending that in. If you're watching this, I appreciate it. Well done, Barcode. That was close. You've got 9 SCVs and a Thor. And a Reaper, somehow. What the... What? This Reaper's been sitting over here like the whole game? Probably. Forgot he existed, I guess. GG. All right. We got two more regular StarCraft 2 replays. Then we're going to move into the Evo. So, hit the like button if you haven't. We'll be right back. What's up? We're on ley lines. Bottom left, you're an open book. Or you're a open book. Grammatically incorrect. Top right, it is Krullus. Krullus knows what's up. Shouldn't it be an open book in English? Yes, it should be. From the Lights clan. So it's a PvP here. And we are chrono boosting our workers on Krullus's side. Chrono boost openings are not great, because you can't chrono boost and not get supply blocked at the same time. So, yeah, you're supply blocked here. Throwing down a pylon to get unsupply blocked, but you're supply blocked until that pylon finishes. Not chrono boosting here is you're an open book. What did he say? It should, he says. Indeed, it should have. What's funny about that is grammatically it's correctly it should have. It's not should have. That's not grammatically correct either, hilariously. So, both players struggling with grammatical correctness in English. That's okay. I'm pretty sure Krullus, I'm not sure if Krullus is a native English speaker or not. Doesn't really matter, I guess. He's a great StarCraft 2 player. He has been putting ye old submissions for the cheese in for a long time. All right. Gate Forge here from Krullus. He wants to expand. You're an open book. Wants to throw down a proxy of some kind, maybe. But also maybe he's just scouting. He's got double gas. He needs a cyber core. If you're going to spend this double gas, once again, you need something. And I was kind of not believing in Barcode because he got the double gas and it wasn't doing anything with the gas. And then I saw the factory down on the other half of the map and I was like, oh! Oh, of course. So, Cyber Core on the way from both players. Nobody's cannon rushing here. This forge is probably for defensive cannons. As needed. As they would be needed. What's going on in the world here? I don't know. Things are good in the StarCraft 2 world and kind of bad, right? Esports World Cup. Yes, it has StarCraft 2 this summer. Looking forward to that so much. But then the ESL Pro Tour got canceled for StarCraft 2 for 2025, which is bad. So, I don't know. I don't know how we're going to get replays. We're going to find them from lotv.spawningpool.com. Maybe we're going to get some stuff from Pig, maybe from Wardy, people who are doing their own tournaments and whatnot. Because the ESL Pro Tour is not happening. So, weird time to be a StarCraft 2 fan these days. Ye old proxy pylon coming in from Krullus down south. Proxy pylon from You're an Open Book. Looking for a proxy here. Is Krullus. Like, he knows. He's like, alright, this is PvP. There's a proxy. He's going to scout it, too. Good man. Good man. He finds it. He finds the proxy robo. But the probe can't get in there to do anything about it. Can't take down that pylon, so let's go in. Yep, defensive pylon from Krullus comes in handy, sort of, there. We got a proxy Stargate from Krullus versus a proxy robo and gateway here. An immortal out of this would be so good from You're an Open Book. He fires up an immortal. Great. And a stalker comes down. The probe dies, and if you get the first hit on the enemy stalker, you can defeat the stalker, and gets the first hit. No! Krullus! Krullus is trying to take down the pylon before the robo finishes, and he gets it. Oh, he gets it. He loses a stalker for it, but I'd say that's worth depowering the robo without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay, Oracle on the way from Krullus. Nothing back home from You're an Open Book at all. So, yeah, I mean, ooh, almost gets that stalker. 3 hit points on that sucker. A shield battery would be pretty cool. He's sending a probe from all the way across the other side of the map to repower this robo. And how many kills would this Oracle get? Place your bets. There are, I mean, basically about 20 probes down here. Because, there we go. There's one. There's another one. So can this guy get 20 kills? Oh, 2 oracles is better than 1. They are better than 1. We are grammatically learning lessons all the time here today, aren't we, ladies and gentlemen? Grammatically and schematically. Okay, so finally, repowering the Robo. Bam. Animation up. Immortal on the way. Immortals and Stalkers defeat just Stalkers and Cannons, but we got 2 oracles now. You can't get 3. Oh my gosh, he's being so greedy. Krullus. I don't know if you want to be doing that, man. Shoot, dog. Okay, well, yeah, that cannon's dead. Yeah, if you have an immortal and your enemy doesn't have an immortal, you kind of just win in PvP. I mean, unless they're like Mass Void Ray or something, but they're just Stalkers, dude. Yeah, I mean, the chunk damage against these Stalkers is massive. Your cannon is down. The Immortal needs to stop worrying about the Zealots as much. Okay, dead. Oracles are in. Oracles are in. Probes dying by the dozens. 19 of them have died. We're gonna depower. We're gonna kill a Stalker with our Oracle army. Oh, you thought you were safe down here, you silly Billy. But guess what? Broke through the front door of Krullus. That's right, the more Stalkers and the Immortal. Okay, so worker count for uraopenbook is 0. He's got 0 workers left. He sent this one home. Oh my gosh, he has 0 workers and no money to make another worker. Dude! uraopenbook needs to win this thing now. No, bringing the oracles back home. Get them, get them. Are we out of energy? We're running out of energy, folks. Oh no, the oracles need more energy. Take down that pylon before the Robo finishes. Oh gosh, it's back at you, man. Now who has the paused immortal production? That's right, you do. So, both players are pretty dead. I don't know. I mean, oh, it's a Void Ray. Okay, that's actually huge from Krullus. He makes a Void Ray back home and does clean it out with the power of Void Ray. Oh, and that's it. That's your GG. We're done. We are done. Bam. Out of it. Bam, out of it. This Immortal's got 8 kills. He can't win by himself. Not with a Void Ray overhead. And GG, man. Krullus. Not enough money to be able to do Nexus. No Nexuses remaining. Being revealed. uraopenbook has no probes left either. He's got 2 Nexuses, but no... Why are you still in this? uraopenbook, I think, has left the game. Yeah, he just basically got up, went, threw his hands up in the air, and it's like, screw it. GG, comes back, types in GG, and leaves the game. Krullus says GG. And there we go. I was like, come on, man. Don't make him kill all of your buildings. That sucks. Don't do that. He doesn't. So GG, man. Void Ray decision-making by Krullus saved his bacon. I guess the Oracles maybe would have eventually pulled it off once they had enough energy and maybe could have bought enough time to do it. But yeah, fantastic stuff. Love the double proxy. Dude, the double cheese today has been fantastic. A lot of double cheese. Big fan of the double cheese. Wow. Fantastic showing there. Good job, Krullus. Way to pull out a win when you have 2 workers and 100 minerals left in your bank and no nexuses. Good job there. Units lost, 26 and 25, respectively. Pretty close on resources, 36 and 38. So, GG. Well done, Krullus. Okay, one more StarCraft 2, and then into the EVO we go. For the final StarCraft 2, well, other than EVO with StarCraft 2 cast of the day, it's going to be MackWinston and RandomBaboon. Bottom right, MackWinston. Bottom left, it's a RandomBaboon who got a hold of a StarCraft key of some kind. It's a Brood War hatch here for the Zerg player. What is going on here in this EVP? We will have to find out, won't we? Probe moving out super early, man. This is too early to scout, so it's going to be a proxy of some kind. Maybe a cannon rush again from our guy MackWinston here on El Dorado. Land of gold, land of legends. This drone is, again, too early to scout as well. So maybe it's going to be a proxy hatch versus a cannon rush here. Cannon rush does defeat proxy hatch in paper, rock, scissors. But throwing down a gateway here is our guy Mac. It's a hatch first here from RandomBaboon. The drone says, yeah, I'm not going to throw down a hatch inside your natural. Just scouting. Just scouting a little bit too early. That's okay, especially in lower leagues. Worker scouting can save you from a cannon rush or proxy, but this drone is hiding, man. So I guess with his next 300 minerals, it's going to be a hatch inside your base. Yo, Mac, I heard you like bases, so we put a base inside your base. And he finds it because he saw the drone coming inside and not leaving. So good job, Mac. Paying attention to details here. Choppa. Choppa. Okay, extractor pool did want to, but it's pretty easy to just pivot from like I was gonna proxy hatch you into just getting a third base on this map, right? You put it here. Maybe you mine through these minerals and put it here, who knows? Probe is thinking about putting some stuff of his own here, though. Indeed. That was a probe who was thinking about throwing down a pylon, I could tell. I was looking into his eyes. Expanding, too. So, I mean, it's not like this is crazy one-base proxy shenanigans, but proxy tempests, proxy void rays from this low ground to this high ground can be really hard for Zerg to deal with. Especially on this map, where you got to mine through these minerals to get down to this lower area, or these ones, or mine out through one of these mineral fields to get in. It's not that hard, but you just have to be aware of the possibility and how to get down there. Which I'm not sure a RandomBaboon knows that, you know? So, gotta be a Stargate, right? Gotta be a Stargate you place down here. Because there's an adept on the way for scouting and defending purposes. There are some lings coming in. Might want to chrono boost this adept, quite possibly. These two lings could cause you some problems because you have no army supply. Oh, no. I mean, the adept will save us eventually. Yeah, there you go. Chrono boosting out the adept, saving the pylon. There it is. We're good. We're totally fine. Actually, had to pull some probes in to assist in saving that pylon. There you go. And in the wall with a shield battery. Not happening. Cool. So it is a Stargate coming in from Mac. I don't know about these slow lings, man. I appreciate metabolic boost is on the way, but 2 adepts, a shield battery, and like some other buildings in your wall can kind of hold infinite lings to a certain amount. I mean, we're two-shotting these lings pretty quickly. I don't know. This is bad. This is a bad move. Oracle on the way. No Spore inside the main base at 350. I mean, at this point, you don't know enough about what the Zerg player is doing, right? Oh, my fleet beacon. It is going to be Tempests on the follow. It's got to be. Probably not going to be carriers off of 2 base. Tempests make a lot more sense, but once again, Protoss waiting for another Oracle before he goes in, possibly. The Lings cannot break up this ramp, but maybe they can deny a 3rd base. Maybe that's what they're thinking here. I don't know. Oracle swings on in. There's not a Spore here. So drones are going to die, and it's going to attack the Queen by default, yes. So it's a little bit hard to control, but 6 drones do get killed by this Oracle. Seeing the Lings flood across, man. Is he getting a dropper? Dude, a dropper lord would be so sick here. But no, it doesn't seem to be. Got a 3rd base and everything. Dude, 3 base. This is... This is not going to go well. This is going to be like a bunch of lings trying to bust up a ramp that's got a cannon behind it, 2 adepts, and a shield battery without any banelings, without any roach support, without any drones to drill through here. That can work. But just lings, it's not happening, Captain. Spore coming up inside the main base. Roach Warren. He's like, I can bust through that with roaches. It's too late for that, man. You've made some decisions. It is a dropper lord. Okay. Okay. So now he's going dropper lord. 2-dropper Lord with slow speed, no upgrades, tectonic destabilizers on the way from Mac to do extra damage to buildings. Really nice when your enemy does have spores you kind of have to get through. What is this sigil, by the way? Like, what is this? Do you know? Let me know in the comments if you know, because I don't know. Kind of feels like a Warcraft 3 thing. Like almost a horde symbol, but it's not. So, casual unloading of a bajillion lings inside Mac's base. Nothing defending this mineral line at all. Probes immediately run. Mac's been pretty good at this, historically. Getting on top of, oh, my probes are in trouble. Run. Do not attack down here. Do not attack down here. Do not attack down here. There you go. Attack inside the main. Oh, loads up. And the Oracle burning energy for nothing. Wow, I guess got a couple ling kills there. That's nice. So, Tempest of Mac ready to rock. This Oracle's got 10 kills to it. So 2 base in Mac, man. He's going to send the probes back to work here. He's going to throw up a cannon walled off by gateways so lings can't deal with that. Really annoying from a Zerg perspective when that happens. Got a little critter down here. You can't select him, so I don't know what he's called, but I kind of like him. Kind of like the design of this guy. Turn around. Oh, it's going to disappear into the fog of war. Roaches moving out across the map here with lings. Suddenly these zealots are having a really bad day. And they do. So yeah, Roach Ling maybe can bust up this thing. Ravagers would be pretty good. Mac just continuing to build Tempests off of 1 Stargate here, but also it's got other Stargates. What? Where is he building? I thought he was building more Stargates for a second, but I'm getting old. My eyesight is going, so yeah, I don't know. Never mind. I guess it's the one at a time. Also taking a 3rd Nexus down here, which this drone is like, wait a second. I was going to expand down here. You crazy? The answer is yes, probably. Probably super crazy. Super crazy. So the lings run in and try to deal with the cannon. It's got a shield battery healing it. This is just RandomBaboon doing RandomBaboon things. Bam, bam. Tempests. Good against everything here because nothing can shoot up. Yeah, roaches running for their lives, and it's time to go in. Yeah, see that orange burst? That happens when you're attacking buildings. Because tectonic destabilizers, extra damage per shot, man, so good. And that lair is dead almost immediately. I mean, shoo. You're not doing bonus damage versus queens, but if they're not transfusing, they kind of are easy targets. Yeah, I think we're done. I don't know, 13 Hydras are on the way. He does snipe. He loses a Tempest trying to go after the Hydra Den. He gets the Hydra Den. But the Hydras are here. Stutter step, stutter step, stutter step, stutter step. Fall back to the shield battery. Healing up. A lot of energy on a Tempest, man. Oh, the double stasis. Oh, that double stasis causes the rage quit by RandomBaboon. He's like, oh, screw this. Screw this. I hate this game. I'm never playing this game again. Yeah, good game. Great stuff. Too many early lings did almost nothing from RandomBaboon. The drop inside the main did okay, but again, not enough value there. And then did end up going Hydras in response to what's happening here. Hydra Den builds pretty fast. On 3 bases, you can make a lot of Hydralisks. And I was going to say, playing it out would have been tough. I can understand the rage quit there. These guys have upgrades. No, these are slow Hydras with no range, which means they're easy pickings for the Tempests. So I think that was part of the reason he GG'd too. So GG. Fantastic showing there out of our guy, MackWinston, for game number 2 against the Protoss. This time getting Tempests instead of cannon rushing. But 2,800 to 2,500 resources lost at the end of the day. The Hydrodine and a lair went down. 4 probes died. 4! Compared to 8, worker count was 46 to 41 in favor of Mac. And the 3rd base was rockin' too. So, GG. That's going to be it for the StarCraft 2 portion of the stream. If you want to see the Evo stuff, we've got ByuN out there. So, I mean, I don't know. ByuN cheesing or being cheesed in StarCraft Evolution sounds pretty fun. So let's check it out. We'll be back with more StarCraft Evo, but tap that like button. Subscribe if you enjoyed this. We got more cheese coming. Send me your cheese to falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of cheese. Game 1 of the StarCraft Evo cheese for April 2025 is gonna be SKillous versus ByuN. Yes, we know about the blocking minerals. Bottom right of Holy World, it is a Protoss player. It is SKillous from Team Liquid. Top left, we've got ByuN from Team Revolution. Revolute, I don't remember what that is exactly, but in the middle of this map, we have a command center for infesting as Zerg, so you can do infested Terran plays. But there is no Zerg here on Holy World, much to Falcon's disappointment. Thank you, Hyper1, for sending in this cheese, these cheeses, right, for this Evo stuff. And let's see how SKillous is maybe trying to cheese ByuN here or vice versa. Gateway coming up inside the main base, also barracks coming up inside the main base here. So no proxies for either player early, but that doesn't mean it can't be a proxy factory. And, oh yeah, so this is going to be a Brood War Protoss versus an SC2 Terran, in case you couldn't tell. Because these are Brood War buildings, and these are StarCraft 2 buildings. Ah, good stuff, man. I love Evo, man, but according to the views of both my StarCraft 2 viewers and my Brood War viewers, they do not like it as much as I do. So, I don't know, man. Maybe I need to find a new audience for me casting StarCraft Evolution, which, again, I love both, and I've been keeping up with both, so I'm uniquely situated to cast Evolution, I feel like. So, Cybernetic score coming up from our guy SKillous. Let's get Dragoon opening before expand. Here, against the StarCraft 2 Terran player, we've got a reactored barracks here from ByuN, as well as gas. So maybe it's going to be Mass Reaper against a Protoss player who has Dragoons showing up. I feel like Reapers are going to do very, very poorly against Dragoons. But we got a factory coming up as well from ByuN, so maybe it's not going to be Mass Reaper. The probe says, what are we doing here? Just scouting for an expand here on Holy World. It is snowing. Or maybe that is ash falling or radioactivity. Who knows? Holy World is a Brood War map. Expanding here is SKillous, walling off a little bit here is SKillous. Versus Hellions. Maybe it's a weird Hellion opening here from ByuN. But yeah, got ourselves 2 Reapers being produced from the same barracks thanks to the reactor. And a factory finishing and a Hellion. And an expansion here from ByuN. First Dragoon of the day. Nope, second Dragoon of the day. Dragoons look good, man. Whoever modeled this did an excellent job here on the StarCraft 2 engine, man. Great stuff. Reapers splitting up for scouting. Permanent disruption web. And hey, look, it's a command center to use for infesting. But no Zerg. Again, to Falcon's everlasting sadness. Maybe you watched my ByuN versus Dark match on this map, where Dark steadfastly refused to infest this command center. And I was very, very sad. Because again, it's Holy World. The only reason anybody would play this is for infested Terran shenanigans at the pro level. But Dark steadfastly looked at it and said, nah, not for me today, and I was very disappointed. As I am today as well. So, we've got Singularity Charge coming up here for the Dragoons. It was Shield Battery. Excellent. What's the animation for a Shield Battery in StarCraft Evo as Protoss? I don't know, man. But look, man, Dragoons are tanky. Dragoons hit. Are we playing? Are we playing with this permanent disruption web that disrupts anything inside it from attacking? Not moving, just from attacking. And circling back around and walling off here to prevent this is SKillous. So we've got 2 Dragoons and a Shield Battery versus all this stuff. These Dragoons, bam, firing away at the orbital command of ByuN. Ah, yeah, very good. Marines are good against Dragoons. It looks like StarCraft 2 Marines are good as well, and especially Siege Tanks, man. Siege Tanks are especially good against Dragoons. Jumping on the Siege Tank, trying to take it down before he can do another shot. Oh, yes, it cost 2 Dragoons, but now the tank count is 0 here from our guy ByuN. Reapers trying to take down a Reaper in conjunction with the Marines. Excellent job. You did. 5 kills on this Dragoon. Just nothing but Dragoons here. We've got a shuttle. We've got, looks like a robotic support bay. Hold on a second. Yeah, we got a robotics bay back home. So maybe for some Reaver shenanigans off of 2 bases here too. Robotic support bay. Dragoons trying to put some pressure up, but Siege Tank ready to rock. Now, the great thing about StarCraft 2 Terrans is they don't have to research siege mode. So they siege this thing up. Bam! Immediately upon completion at that factory. What do we got, man? Shuttle ready to go. Reaver being produced out of this robo. Let's go. Let's do this thing again. Thanks, Hyper One. If you want more information on the StarCraft evolution scene, let me know. There are links in the description for places you can go, channels you can watch that are specifically related to Evo. I think it's fun. I do. And I look at the view counts for my Evo stuff and I'm like, boy, you guys hate this stuff. But I like it. And if you're watching it, you like it. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm preaching to the wrong people here, I guess. Third Nexus on the way from SKillous. Marines, Marauders, Siege Tanks, an important part of this whole deal. Walking through the D-Web bravely. It's not usually permanent. That's a spell cast by the Corsair, by Protoss, and it comes down and goes away pretty quickly. It used to last a really long time, but balance shrunk down the time it lasts a lot. Okay, here comes the push. SKillous is in a lot of trouble, folks. I don't like this at all for him. ByuN is by far the better player here. So, I mean, don't let this be a, ooh, StarCraft 2 Terran is way better than Brood War Protoss. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Where's my, okay. It's going to try to use the Reaver to slow this push down. This is something the Protoss player, Snow, maybe the best Protoss on Earth, likes to do. Reaver shot. Bam! Okay, good. Maybe a Reaver shot on the tanks would be nice, especially Reaver shot. Good connection. Does it not one-shot Marauders? I kind of feel like it should one-shot Marauders. No, Reaver! Picked it up. Rather than having it get another shot off, this is a 2-base push from ByuN, man. Can he get it is the question. Siege Tanks, bunker being produced. A missile turret would be pretty nice. These little Terran pushes, if you get a turret up, it's really hard to get this Reaver stuff in there. Dragoons trying to get hits off at the same time. Holy crap. Nah, man. This is not looking good from SKillous. 40 to 21 army supply. Terran parked out front like crazy. He's going for... Is that Scarab damage? Might be Scarab damage upgrade he was trying to get there, but maybe it's a little too late for that. Gateway down. Other gateway getting shelled by siege tanks the whole time. 47 to 26 army supply. I think ByuN has pulled it off. And I think that's it. Really nice. 2-base Marine Marauder siege tank. Bunker at the front. Great micro. I mean, come on. World-leading StarCraft 2 Terran micro here from ByuN. Some of the best you're going to see. It's not Clem, maybe. But it is the ByuN. Alright, kids. It is looking dicey today. I don't know what SKillous is waiting for. Reaver shots. I do love the animation of the Reaver shot. It's bright. It's beautiful. A little bit of a counterattack of some speed lots up into ByuN's base, though. Marines and Marauders want really nothing to do with these guys. They are tanky. They hit like trucks, but this natural base is starting to take shots here, too. And enough Bile is able to clean that out after 11 SCVs die. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. SKillous has 48 army supply. His third base has been able to mine through all of this chaos. The longer this goes, the worse a 2-base attack is. If the Protoss is on 3, siege tank setting up, can threaten these gateways down inside the main. Shuttle just casually moving out. Maybe trying to get a flank attack with Zealots on the backside while these Zealots on the front side and the Reaver go for it. Yeah, he's doing it. The Zealot model is small, but they are tanky. Here we go. Trying to take down the bunker. Trying to jump on everything. Let's be honest. Bunker goes down. The reinforcing Marines and Marauders, though, are maybe too much. Yeah, SKillous says it's too much. He falls back from the position. Assume the position. Yeah. Okay, now it's 2 bases to 2 bases. Probes are dying. Shuttle gets sniped out. No, the shield battery heals it up. The shield battery's doing some healing, folks. But not for long, because now it's depowered along with its friend, and I think that's it for SKillous. SKillous is a dead nerd. He's trying, loses the shuttle. Probes are fighting desperately, trying to hold on here, but that is not happening at all, folks. Not even close. So that's a GG. That is a GG. Well done. Well done, SKillous. I mean, look, taking ByuN to 10 minutes. Anyone who can take ByuN to 10 minutes is probably doing fine. Are we seriously sitting here? ×2. SKillous. SKillous. Every time he's tried to engage. Does he have Storm? He doesn't have Psystorm. He's researching what I think is Psystorm, or he's making an Archon. He's making Archons. Okay. Upgrade getting canceled here too. That totally sucks. SKillous on the flank. Archon's not very good against Terran all that much, but I don't know. The tank gets wiped out. Another tank getting jumped on. Did I speak possibly too soon here? Has SKillous actually somehow held? I thought when he lost his 3rd Nexus, he was toast. ByuN's damage output. He's got Stim. He's got Combat Shield. He's got Concussive Shell. He doesn't have any attack or armor upgrades. And the 1-1 of SKillous is actually paying off dividends here. Archons. Okay. Falling back. I love just the sound of D-Web. God, it's so cool, too. Look how cool that is. Who did this? Who did this? Scans to see if SKillous has another base. He's like, how is this guy doing so well? A lot of it's upgrades. A lot of it is upgrades, man. Look at that. Tank dies immediately. Speedlot Archon kind of, sort of making it work. Another tank dies. Can't slow Archons with Concussive Shell because they're massive units. I suppose they applied that to Broodor Archons as well. 6 more Zealots in production here. SKillous' 3rd base is coming back soon. Knock down, let's see. You have to mine through here in order to attack these rocks, in order to get into that base. I mean, if you bring a probe up, you can do it. That's openable. This game is longer than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be cheese, Hyper 1, but I guess ByuN kind of being on 2 base for this long is pretty cheesy. Is he pulling the boys? He's bringing 1 SCV with him, not like all of them, though. He's pulling the boy. Let's hear it for the boy. Is that a Madonna song? I think it is. Oh, never mind. He's pulling the boys. All right. Pulling the boys. The Zealots come back around. Get some easy pickings that way. They're going to come back here, too. Oh, look at them just absolutely annihilating the reinforcements of ByuN back here. Everything coming out of those factories and barracks are dying. Engage size. Storm is ready. And Marines die so hard. GG SKillous. What? SKillous pulls out the game. He wins it in 13 minutes and 51 seconds. I thought he was so dead. I thought he was so dead. What an absolutely fantastic showing, man. We're looking at an incredible PvZ there. Well done. Thanks for sending that to me, Hyper 1. Wow. I cannot believe he won that. But upgrades, man. Upgrades. Look at this. We've got +1/+1. We've got speed. We have storm. We have range for the Dragoons versus Stim, Combat Shield, Concussive Shell. And I guess there was a +1 there from ByuN. Maybe it finished up when I wasn't watching. And, man, Reavers, High Templar, Splash against Terran. Works on StarCraft 2 Terran as well. StarCraft 2 Protoss are like, dude, we need Reavers, don't we? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But I think there will be no more units added to StarCraft 2, but we'll see. All right, so that was great. 9 tanks down, 2 tanks at the end there. Psy, Stormin. God, that was great. That was so good. All right, man, that's ByuN. We got a little bit more cheese coming at you from StarCraft Evolution, so if you're enjoying that, stick around. Game 2 of this SC Evo mini cheese comp is going to be 3 versus HonMonO, bottom right of Monty Hall. It is a blue Terran. He is Brood War. It is HonMonO. Top left, we have a red Zerg player from the StarCraft 2 realm. It is 3. So this is Monty Hall, right? You're walled in by minerals. It's basically an island map when you start, but you can mine through super easily here. There's 1 mineral here, so if you send out a worker and harvest it, you've got an opening. And then again, down here as well, you can mine through, and it's a straight shot to your opponent's base. Expansions are also behind a mineral wall, but again, pretty easy to mine through. Not a problem here on Monty Hall. It's just a weird map, man. We have high ground on the bottom left side and the top right side. It extends out so far. If you expand here, expect to see siege tanks or lurkers on the high ground, harassing your workers. But most Monty Hall games do not get there. So, we've got an extractor pool opening here from our guy 3. We have a command center first opening here from HonMonO from the Hyper 1 clan. And then into barracks. Okay, dude. Good luck. Good luck against the pool first opening on a command center first here. But if anywhere it can work, Monty Hall is your choice, right? Into an expansion. After mining out that wall. So again, you can do this here, right? Mine out this. Travel down this way. And bam. Mine out this mineral wall, which, oh, never mind. Mine out this mineral wall, and then you're inside the main base. But you can attack it now, basically. So, oh, early lair here from 3. Maybe it's going to be Swarm Hosts against Brood War Terran. That should be interesting. So we've got a 3 racks follow-up, though. So again, pool first versus command center first. Terran is behind, but recovering is a 3 racks follow-up. So a lot of Marines on the way here. Refinery, maybe an academy is going to be thrown down. Maybe it's like a weird 3 rack stim timing with 2 bases here from HonMonO. He's a good player, man. APM check. 300 versus 400 here on average right now. So this lair, I feel like it's going to be Mutalisks, maybe. It's a 2-hatch Muta opening. StarCraft 2, Brood War players are super used to it. But no, it's going to be an infestation pit. So it's going to be Swarm Host Nidus. As we saw in the earlier stages of this cheese compilation in the StarCraft 2. So I guess this is a good place for a Nidus worm. Again, in StarCraft 2, Nidus can be set up anywhere you have vision. You don't have to have creep to build it. So it's an offensive stuff and defensive as well. So I think that is a Horde flag. Right? Horde flag there on the ground in purple. Yeah, I think so. So look, we've got 6 Marines. We've got medics. We've got stim on the way. We've got Marines chasing away the Overlord. It could be scouting, but again, it could be setting up for a Nidus worm. You do not know. And the Overlord gets away with 11 hit points. Whew. Scanning. It's... What the heck? Hive? Is this like crazy Zerg? Is this a StarCraft 2 crazy Zerg build from... Sorry, a Brood War crazy Zerg build. What did I say? Anyway, Brood War crazy Zerg build on a StarCraft 2 player. I think it is. I think it's a rush to Ultralisks, which you never see in StarCraft 2, but you do in Brood War. But yeah, if you do it, you need a lot of static defense to hold off the Marines that are surely coming to kill you before the Ultralisk Cavern finishes, dude. Yeah, look at this. So many spines. All right, 2 spines and 2 queens. Yeah, enough to handle this many Marines with stim and medic support here. He did get a cancel on a spine, but I don't think that's enough. I do not think so, man. So look, Marines. There's so many racks being built. One factory. Here from HonMonO. Hive. Complete. And Ultralisk Cavern here. Crazy Zerg. From a StarCraft 2 player. Are you kidding me today? No, you're honestly probably not kidding me today, but by golly, Miss Molly, this is incredible stuff. Okay, all right, we're crazy zerging it. Yeah, he's scanning. He's like, oh my gosh, that's an Ultralisk Cavern. Of course it is. Although maybe you don't. Maybe HonMonO's like, I'm more of a StarCraft 2 player. I don't know what this build is. What are you doing? You know, I've learned how to play Brood War Terran and stuff, but maybe I'm not familiar with all the weird builds in Brood War. Yeah, crazy stuff. Cancels an add-on there for the factory and gets a starport up. Is he trying to get... Man, what is... Maybe he's trying to get irradiates happening. Try to get some science vessels out of here and start irradiating the Ultras that are definitely on the way. Chitinous plating getting fired up. Ultralisks, not in production yet. Trying to get that extra gas at the natural here, that fourth gas. Creep spreading, a little bit dangerous here, but he gets away with it. The Marines weren't quite on top of that. He is bunkering up. Now, Artosis would say the way to deal with this is to get armor for your Marines. Get 3 armor for the Marines as fast as you can. Get stim, obviously. Bunkers are going to help here too, obviously. He is just setting up a very tough bunker situation for these Ultras. I like it, but guess what? You can also Nidus the Ultras in. Or drop them. He's getting Dropper Lords. StarCraft 2 has Dropper Lords, which means that you have to individually choose which Overlords you want to be able to drop, rather than just getting the upgrade and all of the Overlords have drop, which is how it is in Brood War. It's how it was in StarCraft 2 for a while, too, and then they were like, that's kind of overpowered, so they got rid of it. But, yeah, Science Facility. Yep, Science Facility finishing up. And Science Vessel production going to start as soon as this drop ship finishes. Ling's like, oh, you have Bunker Town, USA down here. I see. So we're going to do some dropping. Ultralisk, there you go. Chitinous plating is done. Anabolic synthesis on the way. And Overlords with speed, with drops. Going to try to drop out beyond these bunkers. Just like completely bypass the situation here. Dropship moving out. Oh my gosh. Are they going to see each other? Hold on, hold on. Yes, they do. They totally see each other. If just for a second, I don't know if either one recognized what was happening or if they were looking at that part of their screen to see what it was, but I don't see a response from HonMonO. So this is happening. Good luck, 0-0 Marines against these Ultras. Kite, Stim. Kite and Stim. Okay, kind of like it. The micro here is good. Ooh, wait. Oh, he's pooping creep so you can transfuse off creep. On the other side of it, the Marines have unloaded inside the main base of 3. We have to deal with craziness on both sides right now. Transfuse. A good transfuse again. No, not kiting back. You're going to get destroyed by these Ultras. They do splash damage. These Ultras do splash damage. This guy just kind of crushing through everything. These are 1-1 Marines. He's got a 1-1. I think he's dead. I have no idea. Nothing cleaned these up. They picked up and ran out, but an Ultralisk was waiting. And if you thought Ultras were scary in Brood War, you ain't seen nothing yet, Brood War fans. Terrans, this is horrible. 23 kill Ultra. 16 kill Ultralisk. Oh, he's trying to micro and stim and run, but he doesn't have the upgrades to do this at all. Might just, I don't know, do you want to park yourself in the mineral line? This queen providing so much value, get another transfuse off, but oh yeah. SCVs are actually pretty good at doing this in Brood War just because you can only kill one SCV at a time if you're an Ultra in Brood War, but this guy is chunking through them all. GG! DKSL, says HonMonO, and 3 pulls it off in 9 minutes. These guys broke through all those bunkers too. Yeah. Ultras with Chitinous plating, +1 carapace, and speed. With a +2 coming in against Marines that have 1-1. Not going to get it done here today. He scouted it. He didn't quite know how to deal with it, and he got murdered for it. 37 kill Ultralisk. Look at him gaping open his maw here. Bro, that one SCV is like, ah, run. He's like right inside the mouth of that Ultralisk. This Marine's like, mother? And then he dies too. So GG, we're going to do a couple more Evos, so stick around for those. But man, I love this stuff. I hope you do too. We're on Whispers of Gold. It's going to be a Broodwar Zerg versus a StarCraft 2 Protoss. The left side, it is a pink Broodwar Zerg. And on the right side, it is DKZherO. Is this Hero? APM says probably not. All right, so StarCraft 2 Protoss here versus Broodwar Zerg player. Pool first here from our guy Koht from the Hyper 1 clan. All right, what's the plan here, dude? Just lings across the map, getting them speed. Hoping for something like a really greedy Nexus first. But, I mean, Gate Expand is just the standard here from StarCraft 2 Protoss in pretty much every matchup. I guess PvP is different, but not too different. Throwing down the gate, going for the scout. I don't know, APM is kind of spiking up here from, is this actually Hero? I don't think it is. Pretty sure it's not. So here's the play, right? You get in there, you see the pool, and you say, wait a second. And then what happens? What do you do? What's the response here from Hero? Now that he sees the pool is done, he goes, oh, run. I don't care how many lings are going to be made. It's obviously 6. You hard wall. You don't expand. You get a forge down. Like, as part of the wall here. Yep. Oh, Cybercore. Ah! He's bringing the drones too. Oh boy, yeah. The probe's like, wait, are you also bringing the probes? I don't know. No, he comes in and checks. Look at this probe, dude. He sees the drones. He knows this is an all-in. Both players crazy high APMs. This might be Hero actually. DKZherO. Yeah, forge, extra wall, and there's the sound of a Broodwar drone attacking stuff. Can they get? No. Can't get through. There's nothing to drone drill through here either. In StarCraft 2, you can actually get through like a zealot or an adept that's holding the wall by mineral walking the drones through. You can do that in Brood War as well, but this is pretty scary stuff. Oh my gosh, that adept did not get out. That's huge. This is as all in as you're ever gonna get, friends. All right, pulling your own drones. It's every man for himself here. Every probe for themselves. Holy crap, 14 probes have died, but it's all in, right? Shield battery, gonna help these probes fight it. Gonna help them fight, but not as much as they would hope. Cannon is massive. Cannon is big, but we're gonna bypass all that stuff. And GG, Koht! Whoa! Koht takes down who might have actually really been Hero. I don't know if Hero was here in this event. I hope Hyper One stops by to tell us, but by golly, that was a lot of fun. Incredible. Pool first, into sixlings, into pulling all of the drones, getting through here before the cannons finish. Yeah, I think the Cyber Core was a mistake. I really think you go Forge, you get a cannon up here early behind the wall, and then it's much harder to get through from a Zerg perspective. Especially if you use the cannons to target fire down the lings, then the drones are never getting through. Oh, amazing stuff. So yeah, man, only lost one drone. That's bonkers. 20 probes died. One drone died. That is incredible stuff there from Koht. Way to go, dude. 352 current APM. All right, that was a short one. But like I said, we got a couple more of these. So make yourself comfortable. Grab a snack. Grab a drink. Check it out. We're back on ley lines, bottom left. It is a StarCraft 2 Protoss this time, SKillous. And in the top right, a Brood War Terran, it is BratOK. Is it really BratOK? Kind of feel like it is, man. This guy is great. He was around very early in the Brood War days. He got it in StarCraft 2, and I haven't seen him for a while, but apparently he is back out of retirement. Or maybe somebody honoring BratOK. I don't know. Average APM for the Terran player is like 300 right now, so I kind of feel like it is. Anyway, so SKillous from the perspective of a StarCraft 2 Protoss in PvT instead of a Brood War Protoss. So let's see what he does here against BratOK. He's walling off his frontier like you do in Brood War. Supply depot into barracks. Gateway walling off here in the front as well for our guy SKillous. So we'll see who expands first based on these openings. I kind of feel like it is safe to go Cybernetics Core or Factory before expanding in this matchup. But again, it is Evo. So maybe the meta is a little bit different. Harassing with the probe. Tale as old as time. Song as old as rhyme. Harassing with the probe. That's right. Harassing with the probe. Oh, okay. SKillous goes gate expand. Says, you know what? I feel like this dude's gonna go for an expansion. But no, this is Factory guy. This is Factory Man SCV. He's little. He's floating. There it is. Factory. Okay, so he's gonna go Factory. Probe, I think, poked in there. Just wanted to see if there was an expansion coming in or not. You don't know that. He could be building it up here and then float it down. But there's the expand. And, oh, he didn't see it. He didn't see. He wants to see if there's an expand. And he can't now because there's a Marine. That's right, guy. Go get him. We got a smaller head than a StarCraft 2 compatriot. Counterpart? Counterpart is the word I was going for there. So SKillous is going to have maybe a little bit of trouble here. Siege tank showing up before he's quite ready for them. Let's see what he gets. Because it's got to be tanks, right? The Brood War Terran doesn't have Marauders, which are kind of a massive key component to why Terrans are so good against Protoss in StarCraft 2. So tanks are, there you go. They're the answer to the Stalkers rather than the Marauders from the StarCraft 2 perspective. So there's a machine shop. I'm assuming you have to research siege mode here. Yeah, there it is. That's gotta be, well, yeah, I think that's siege mode. I don't think it would be Vulture Speed. I don't think it would be Spider Mines either. Alright, so Adept pokes in. Still doesn't know there's a base here. Can't get deep enough to see it. I mean, there is one. But also, the second factory is finished. The second machine shop's coming in for double upgrades. Dude, this is amazing stuff. So Vulture, that's Spider Mines for sure. Maybe it is Vulture Speed and Spider Mines. I mean, against this hard wall, it's not going to do incredibly well. Not that this is a hard wall, because there is a Stalker sitting in it. And there is a gap. Yeah, he can't get deep enough to see the expansion or not. It's like, are you setting up for a giant 2-base attack to kill me? Who knows? Not me. Not me at all. And yeah, this has to be Vulture Speed, because he's not building any tanks whatsoever. If you're making this many Vultures, you're getting them the speed upgrades and the Spider-Mine upgrades ASAP. There it is. Yeah, see, now they've got purple shooting out of their butts. That's how you know they're fast. That's one of the things about StarCraft 2 is you can give units visual indicators they have an upgrade. Like speed. It's nice. Brood War fans, just throwing that out there. Oh, yeah. Busting through. That Stalker alone. Ah, the Spider-Mine placements. Oh, no. Bam. Big hits. Oh, no. Spider-Mines in here as well. The probes are fighting. They're not going to trigger the Spider-Mines because that'd be crazy OP, but dude, this shield battery is helping a lot, but a Spider-Mine connection on a Stalker that's being healed by a shield battery. So many probes are dying. Oh, he's got Blink, though. It doesn't really matter. His Stalkers are dying inside the main base. More Stalkers are coming, but 23 probes have died in the end here. Clearing out Spider Mines. He's got Stalkers. He's got Observers. He's got what he needs to deal with them. But it's 40 to 18 workers right now, and SKillous is in a world of hurt. Yes, all those Vultures were YOLO Vultures. They were going in there to die, and they did. Siege tanks are out. Looking pretty okay in the StarCraft 2 skin. Not my favorite thing. StarCraft 2 engine, rather. Third CC on the way from BratOK. You can chrono boost out a lot of probes to replace them in StarCraft 2. So I wonder if that's something he's going to go for here or not. He's not really chrono boosting anything right now. He's trying to move out with his Stalkers, but okay, are we getting siege mode, guy? Another factory, another factory. There's the command center. I imagine these guys would be sieged up if they had siege. Also, I guess we can just do this. Oh, I think that's siege mode. I don't know. I thought this was siege mode for a second. Again, sometimes the visual indicators are confusing in the Evo, but, you know, the more experience I have with them, the better. Guess what you can do in StarCraft 2? Blink your stalkers up into the main base of the Terran. That's right, baby. Whoota! I'd pick off a tank before he sieges. SKillous is a monster, dude. In both games so far, he's taken huge damage. He won the first one. Can he win the second one from a disadvantaged position? Maybe. Look at him killing another siege tank, but he kind of blinked on top of spider mines a little bit there. Not as good. Not as good as he had hoped, I think. He did kill 2 tanks, but he lost how many stalkers today? 8 stalkers have died today. 2,600 resources lost to 1,400. Guess who's lost more? I'll give you a one guess here. Try to go mass blink stalker against this mech. I don't know. Like, the maneuverability of blink stalkers is kind of insane. Yes, very good. Bait, bait, bait. That was bait. That was bait. Oh, did he blink away? No, he took some damage. He took the damage there. He blinked out of there, but not before the connection hit. So these are very wounded stalkers now. 29 to 22 army supply. BratOK. I think he's going to play defensively. Gets a single adept into this mineral line. Going after those SCVs. That's pretty cool. And yeah. OBS has speed. Nope. Just regular OBS here. Siege tank. Sieged up. With vultures protecting. Pretty good stuff. What is killing? How did this guy get all the way over here? Maybe just like walked in the front door. Sometimes that happens with vultures. They're very fast. Academy coming in for ComSat scan purposes. That's going to be about it, though. Is worried about DTs kind of ruining his day. That's what the turret is here for, too. Yeah, these vultures swinging around. I guess we saw them move out, and then I kind of lost track of them, but... Dude, your front door is... Your front door cannot be wide open when there are vultures on the map. Ah, GG, BratOK pulls off the victory. Yeah, man, spider mines. Good stuff, dude. Spider Mine, Vulture Rush. Out of BratOK on 2 bases. I mean, it has the 3rd base eventually, but still, incredible stuff. The siege tanks. It's really just the Vultures show here, though, today. Yeah, I'd agree. I would say so, because I said it. 3,200 to 1,700 resources lost. SKillous lost 33 probes and 9 stalkers. 13 Vultures died, but those things are hecka cheap. 75 minerals, unless they change the cost in Evo, which maybe they did. Who knows? Whew. All right. That was a lot of fun. That's what we're looking at here today. We got one more StarCraft Evo cast, so stick with it if you're enjoying the Evo. I really am. And let's see who it is.